God's not on their side. Where is
Nope.
Allah? Where is Allah? Allah is here, my guy.
They
Allah
got
is
the
here.
wrong
Now, it turns
scriptures,
out,
brother.
in much
The wrong
surprise to
scriptures.
no one, it turns out a lot of the funding that went to Iran was actually from Obama. Yeah, that's right, Obungus. A lot of the shit that we're dealing with today started from that fucker. All right, well, anyway, Fox News actually uncovered that.
Now let's look back at how we got here. And to figure it out, we follow the money.
All right.
Starting with President Obama back in 2015.
Bungus.
It is true that if Iran lives up to its commitments, it will gain access to roughly.
If the terrorists that have been massacring people for 47 years decide, holy shit, we're going to turn over a new leaf and become fantastic dudes. If the death cult decides, you know what, we're done with our death cult ways. I don't want 72 virgins in heaven. I'm going to be a constructive member of society. Man.
Roughly $56 billion of its own money. Revenue frozen overseas by other countries. Our best analysts expect the bulk of this revenue to go into spending that improves the economy and benefits the lives of the Iranian people.
Holy schmorgles, you mean to tell me that that's not actually what happened and the Iranian protests actually started in Iran because they were out of money because they were...
I'm stupid. I meant to pause the video. The problem is that shit ain't going to the Iranian people, stupid. It's going to a terrorist Islamic regime. So we basically was sending all this money back to these people, and we're sending it to the wrong people, essentially. We're sending it back to the fucking terrorist groups. Like, that was the dumbest shit Obama did, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Dumb as shit.
Organizations
that,
like Hamas and Hezbollah
yeah, he did a lot of other
see
shit.
that one coming.
There's no scenario where sanctions...
Terrorists funded terrorists instead of feeding their own people? I can't believe it, Dobungus. This is crazy.
relief turns Iran into the region's dominant power.
1 year later, a $400 million cash transfer was flown out to Iran. And on the exact same day, Iran released 4 American hostages. CNN called it a possible quid pro quo.
Continued outrage and controversy over...
Like, how is that even possible, gang? How is that even possible that... I didn't know about this shit, bro, but I was much, much younger. I don't know how the fuck people didn't make this an outrage that Obungus is sending $100 million in cash on a plane to some fucking terrorist group? Are we fucking shitting me? Like, how didn't we, like, red flag that? How didn't we see that as an issue or a problem? That is crazy to me, bro.
That $400 million cash transfer to
400, not 100. 400.
We're negotiating with terrorists under Obungus.
By the Obama administration on the same...
What's Barack Obama's middle name again? I forget sometimes. Is it Chris, maybe?
Same day, 4 American prisoners were released by Iran. The White House denies that the money was a ransom payment. Footage aired on Iranian television.
Of course it was a ransom payment. Should have bombed the fuck out of him. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
However, purports to show the money arriving in Tehran, and that is raising renewed questions about whether this was a quid pro quo.
Weird.
$400 million was just the tip of the iceberg. 1 month later, the Wall Street Journal reported the Obama White House sent 3 different payments to Iran, totaling $1.3 billion with a B. A day later, Obama's Deputy Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, ran to see...
And these people are complaining that Trump spent like $1 billion on this war?
Hold on. So after we gave these fucks $400 million, we went and sent them another $1.3 billion in cash? Yo, bro, Obama sold our country, bro. Obama quite literally sold our country, gang. This is the whole reason why we in the situation we in right now. This is crazy, y'all. I can't believe we just been sold out like that, gang.
Like, holy shit. Right? They spent $1 billion to fund terrorism. Trump spent $1 billion, quite literally, to stop terrorism. I know where I'd rather our money go.
CNN to defend his boss's nuclear deal and the cash transfer.
First, $1.3 billion. Can you verify that number? Is that how much has been transferred to date?
Well, I haven't seen the report, but here's what's going on. We achieved a nuclear deal with Iran to prevent it from getting a nuclear weapon. That's made us safer, made countries around the world safer.
Anyway, they didn't follow the deal, and they started enriching uranium and got uranium to 60% and had enough uranium to build 11 nuclear bombs. And then Trump bombed the fuck out of them. For those of you keeping track.
Was any of the money that's been sent to Iran a quid pro quo to get those Americans freed?
No.
You're 100% sure of that?
Absolutely.
Sounds like a
So
lie
all
to
these
me.
discussions about the planes and the money, that's just spin?
Absolutely.
Just spin, he says. Well, fast forward to 2023, the Biden White House cleared the way for the release of $6 billion in frozen Iranian funds, saying it was for humanitarian purposes.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, shutting off USAID was one of the best fucking things that we did under Trump. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit.
Even as we allowed them to have access to this humanitarian funding, which was already their money and was already in an account to where they could they could spend it, but were just unable to do.
Bro, you see how they're talking like it's already their money? Bro, we're talking about a terroristic regime. The Ayatollah has been around for over 47 years now, bro. So that means quite literally Obama was funding the Ayatollah.
So for some kind of technical reasons, we have made clear that we will continue to hold them accountable.
But Iran's president had a different take.
I love how he's talking about that literally in front of footage of how 9 Americans were killed by Hamas terrorists, which were literally funded by Iran. They gave money to Iran, who funded Hamas, that killed 9 Americans on the day that he's talking about how actually giving the money was a good idea. Like, this is astounding levels of fucking evil.
Accountable.
But Iran's president had a different take.
Use that money in any way that you see fit.
This money belongs to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and naturally, we will decide, the Islamic Republic of Iran will decide to spend it wherever we need it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, so first we gave them we gave them 500 million, then we gave them 1.3 billion. Now we gave them 6 billion? Oh nah, then we told them to spend it on whatever they want. Are they fucking kidding me, bro? This is like blatant treason. Blatant treason. What the fuck was going on back in those days, bro? This is 2023? Nah, there's no way.
Then they funded terrorists to kill 9 Americans and, 1,300 Israelis. Good shit. Good shit, Biden. Hell yeah, dude.